This green mat that I'm using here is excellent. It's called a self-healing cutting board. I'll just demonstrate. You can cut across there. Doesn't dull your knife at all. Excellent. So for this cord here, what we're looking to do is resplice these. If I line my splices up so that I don't end up with creating this big thick bunch in the lump in the cord, if I line them up with this, you can see how far back I actually have to trim the wires to make this work. So still got further to go here. This industrial outdoor cord cover lives up to its name of being very durable. But it could not survive having a pair of hedge clippers nip the cord while working. And no, it wasn't me. Okay. I think we've got enough on the go here. So let's start with our ground wire. Okay. When you're putting these butt splices in, you want to make sure that the wire itself is not going past the center of the butt splice, or else it's going to jam in when you try and put the wire in from the other side. Okay, so number one, off we go. Just for firmness there. So this should leave me enough room to be able to wrap these splices well with electrical tape and secure them without them all being stacked on top of one another. Okay, that looks good. So now we want to do a little measure the other side, so we'll start with our longest one. That's going to work. Yes. Okay. So here's where things get just a little bit tricky. just making sure our measurements. So I've mentioned I didn't want to go past center. So you can see where I'm looking to cut this wire and splice it so that I don't go past the center of that splice. So right about there. Okay, well, it wasn't perfect. I've got a little tiny pucker in the wire, but it'll do. It's pretty good. And we got good solid connections, no movements. So you might think you're finished there, but with an outdoor cord, of course, we're worried about moisture. And when moisture gets in, the wires get rotten. So we'll move on to wrapping and taping this next. Next, we're going to look at wrapping this. And the purpose of wrapping is not just for insulating against moisture, but also to provide strength. That when you're moving the cord around, and pulling on it, that you're not pulling on the wiring connections, that the tape is actually, so things are going to get bunched up here a little bit. We go past the repair. It's like strength. The cord's together. One more time for good luck. And yes, I'm applying a very firm amount of pressure when I'm putting this on. Here we have it. With some good rigidity. If this cord was really subject to abuse, you can actually stretch a piece of good solid flexible wire, stainless steel strand wire, and attach it here and here, and just when you attach the wire, you make it just that little tiny bit shorter so that the pull goes from here to here and there's no tension being placed on the. But for this cord, that is just fine. Well, there's our nice repair. I guess the question is, does it work? We have success. Another little job done. Have a nice day, folks.